So, just settling yourself into a comfortable position, making sure that you're in a comfortable seating position, back straight, head up, either with your eyes closed or gazing down at 45-degree angle. Just inviting you to just take a moment or two to just shine that torch of attention down on yourself. Noticing how you're feeling, just tuning into your thoughts and any physical sensations that are arising. And just following the breath in and out, that path of the breath to just bring you into the here and now. Focusing on that in-breath and just following its path from the beginning of inhalation through the nose, allowing the stomach to rise, the chest to expand, and as you're exhaling, just following that expulsion of the breath out, allowing the stomach to deflate, that chest to just become more closed, and just notice with that out breath how your body becomes settled into the here and now. And just really tuning into the sensation of breath and just beginning to engage along that journey of breath. Notice the soothing and nurturing qualities of the breath. And just tuning into the idea of self-compassion. And just notice what thoughts arise as you begin to contemplate the concept of self-compassion. Notice what thoughts arise. Perhaps even tuning into the feeling of self-compassion. Is it easy to access or something quite difficult? Notice how the body begins to just respond to the idea of self-compassion. Is it welcoming? Is it something that we push away from us? And just with curiosity and kindness, just noticing your response without judgment, just that acceptance of the idea of self-compassion. And as you begin to consider the idea of self-compassion, I'd just like you to perhaps draw to mind a colour that resonates with the idea of self-compassion. What colour would self-compassion be? That colour that just conveys the sense of warmth, of kindness, of empathy, that depth of compassion to yourself. And just notice what that colour would be. And it might be a bright colour, it might just be a fleeting notion. For some of you who are visual, you may see the colour. You may be able to just identify with your thoughts what colour it could be. You may be able to sense the colour. Every experience being relevant to the individual, with no right or wrong, but just noticing what colour self-compassion could be for you right now. And as you begin to notice that colour, just begin to sense what that feels like. How does the concept of compassionate colour come to you? And so I'm just going to invite you to imagine that the air is full of rainbows, which it is at all times, but not always visible. And I'd just like you for a moment to just consider the idea that the air around you is filled with that colour of self-compassion. As if you're sitting in this very present moment in a cloud full of coloured self-compassion. And as you begin to just notice this, I'd just like you to perhaps once again focus on your breathing and begin to just breathe in that coloured air. Begin by noticing what it feels like as you take a breath in through the nose and breathe in that sense of self-compassion. Just allowing that entering of self-compassion down into your heart space. Really filling up the heart area with that sense of self-compassion. And as you're doing that, just notice how it slowly drifts through the body and how your body begins to feel as you're breathing in that sense of self-compassion. Perhaps notice that colour as a mist drifting into your body or as a light shining bright. But as you're beginning to breathe it in, just notice and perhaps focus on this colour as it draws in key qualities of wisdom and strength, kindness and nurturing, warmth, that total kindness and self-care. And with every in-breath, as you're really breathing in that idea of self-compassion, that feeling of self-compassion, just begin to notice how the mind responds. Tune in to how the heart feels and the sensations that arise in the body, moment by moment with each breath. And as you use this breath, beginning to understand that this compassionate breath is fully there to support you in every way. To be kind to yourself, to notice yourself, to strengthen and support you in every moment. And if, as the mind sometimes does, it wanders off, just gently bringing it back if there is any blockages or barriers to allowing that self-compassion in, just noticing it. And with kindness and attention and awareness, just inviting yourself back into that compassionate, coloured breathing. And if some of those distractions seem slightly overwhelming, just gently being kind to yourself with curiosity, just refocusing back onto the compassionate breath, that compassionate self-colour. And just really filling yourself up as much as you can with that compassionate breath. And as you're beginning to do that, perhaps just giving yourself an inward smile, some inward nurture, perhaps an inward hug. And just notice how that breath feels like an inner hug. Just for this last minute of practice, really just focusing onto that compassionate coloured breath and allowing it to just disseminate throughout the whole of your body, for your body to just become absorbed in that colour. There is nothing else but you, your coloured, self-compassionate breath, and this very beautiful moment.